UPS is looking to downsize its fleet of pilots. The international delivery giant is offering early retirement buyouts to senior pilots. Sources tell WDRB that the company aims to lure 167 pilots off the payroll. The shipping giant employs some 3,400 pilots in all, many of them, of course, based right here in Louisville. UPS continuing to grapple with an industry-wide downturn in business. The company now handling about 10% fewer packages than a year ago. Joining us now, the reporter who broke this story today, WDRB's Chris Otts. Chris, we're talking about growth usually when it comes to UPS and hiring. This seems a little unusual to have this happening.
Yeah, it is pretty unusual, Scott. I mean, the last time that UPS trimmed its pilot workforce was in 2010, so over a decade ago. And at that time, they actually did furloughs. It appears that what they're doing now is trying to avoid any forced reductions by giving incentives for pilots who are close to that 65 mandatory retirement age. Say you're 62, 63, and they say, hey, here's some money and some health care coverage. Why don't you go ahead and retire now and go ahead and get off the payroll? And this is all about the industry-wide downturn in volume that we talked about, and that became an issue in the Teamsters negotiations as well.
Interesting to see if this is somehow related. You know, what's going on with our economy as they talk recession. Of course, hundreds of those pilots are part of our community here in Louisville. We know a lot of them.
Sure.
And this is not the only instance recently of UPS scaling back and the impact being felt in our community.
Right. So we also broke stories earlier this summer about UPS changing work schedules for a lot of employees who work at the global air hub called Worldport here in Louisville, and going to a Sunday through Thursday schedule, eliminating daytime work on Fridays. That also was something that we had not seen before, that was kind of unprecedented. So yes, UPS generally has been growing and is still growing, but amid this kind of come down from that rapid COVID spike that we saw when everybody was ordering packages online, stuck at home, that has been receding for the last year or so, and we continue to see the impacts of that.
All right, we'll see how many pilots take it. We'll be talking with them and their union leaders for sure. Chris Otts, thanks.